Good morning. Welcome to Vlogmas, day number 8. Today is a very exciting video. We are having our gingerbread house decorating party. So we have a few people coming over today, and I'm so excited to bring you guys along. If you watched yesterday's video, we did some food prep and we started making a gingerbread cake. This morning, I want to get all the food done and then finish the cake, and then we'll get set up and get ourselves together, and then we'll be ready to go. And if you hear my dishwasher, I am so sorry. I have it running from yesterday's dishes, and I am cracking open a Winter Wonderland Alani. I need this. This is much needed right now. So let's get going. I'm so excited to bring you guys along with us today. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you're notified when I post a new Vlogmas video. And let's get going on today. So the first thing that I want to do is, for the gingerbread cake, you make little gingerbread cookies for the top. And I just got this mix yesterday at Target. So we're going to get these in the oven and baking first. Let's start on our gingerbread cookies for our cake. And that tastes so stinking good. Next up, while we let the gingerbread cookie mix set in the fridge, I am going to start on my cheese dip. I laid out my cream cheese. So I have that. We have to let that come to room temperature, but I'm gonna shred up my 2 blocks of mozzarella cheese. I like to shred my own cheese. It just tastes so much better. And I'll show you our shredder. We got this off Amazon and I love it so much. So you have your base, this that just goes in like that. Let me put you guys down so you guys can see what I'm doing. It came with different shredders, but I like to use this one. You just put it in here. You put your handle on. And then you lock it to the counter. And now we can get to shredding. And it is not gonna go anywhere. And then you have this to push down the cheese. I always like to put a plate underneath for the cheese to get caught in. And you're just gonna take a chunk off your cheese. Gonna put it on top here, and then you just put your topper on and you go away. So I'm gonna do this for my 2 blocks of 8 ounces of cheese for each block. Our cheese is all shredded. It takes no time at all. And I am just gonna put it in a Ziploc bag. Once the cream cheese comes to room temperature, then we can finish the cheese dip. Okay, our dough sat in the fridge for 15 minutes. Now I'm supposed to just be able to roll it out into about a 1/4 inch. It is sticking in a couple spots, but we're gonna still give it a try. And then I'm gonna use my cookie cutter and my tray here. I'm just gonna set my tray right here. And my cookie cutter is right here. I wanna get about 8 of these. I'm just gonna take it out. 1. And it says to place on an ungreased baking sheet, which kind of scares me, but here we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we gotta do 1 more. And for these ones that didn't come out, I am just going to take it and take the dough off all around it. You're gonna place them onto the sheet. All right, they're not perfect, but that's okay. I have 8 cookies, and I am gonna put this in a 375-degree preheated oven for 8 to 10 minutes until the edges are set. And I am going to clean up my space, and then we'll do the ham and cheese sliders. Joe had to go get me some powdered sugar. So once he comes back with that, I'll be able to finish the cake. But until then, we will clean up our space and do the ham and cheese sliders next.
The ham and cheese sliders, I am using aluminum pans to make my life a little easier at the end of the day, less cleanup. I first lay a thinly sliced honey ham, and I do 4 layers of this, and I rotate the direction I do the ham for each layer. And then on top of that, I am going to put some Swiss cheese on top, just 1 layer. And then I will top it with some aluminum foil and put it in the fridge till I'm ready to bake.
All right, now that the sliders are made, I'm still waiting for the cream cheese to come to room temperature for the cheese dip. So in the meantime, I am going to make the buttercream for the cake.
And now for the snowman cheese dip, I am going to put 2 packages of a cream cheese that was brought to room temperature. And then after that, I am going to mix in ranch seasoning packet, just 1 packet of that. I will then put half of the cheese that I shredded into the cheese dip mixture. And then I am going to use my hand blender for this because my KitchenAid was dirty at this point, so hand blender it is. And then you're going to make a snowman head and a snowman body. So you're going to wrap it up into saran wrap. The snowman's head is going to be a little bit smaller than the snowman's body. And now I am going to do the rest that's in there for the body. I am going to roll it into a circle, and then you want to refrigerate it at least 4 hours before serving.
All right, we are gonna start decorating now. First thing we're gonna do is put our gingerbread houses out. And if you guys missed it, these are the gingerbread houses. And we're just gonna keep them in the packaging because I think they look so cute. And each house gets a set of tips so they can do different designs. And they also get a green frosting, a white frosting, and a red frosting. And then you guys saw we got these really cute gingerbread bowls. And I am going to be putting this favorite day jingle blend in it. And I got 2, 1 for each table so that they can snack on it while we do the gingerbread house. And that's what it looks like. It looks delicious. And then each house will get a package of the candy canes, a package of Christmas lights, package of Christmas trees, and then each table will get a package of Spice Drops candy to share. I'll put that over here. A package of mini candy canes. And then each house will get a package of this that just has different design candies and a stronger white frosting. All right, so this is what the final place setting looks like. It looks so cute. And then we're just gonna do that same thing on that table.
And now it's time to bake the sliders. So you make a butter mixture that you put over the top. It is melted butter, Dijon mustard, Worcestershire sauce, onion powder, garlic powder, minced onion, mixed garlic, and poppy seeds. You're going to mix it all together, and then you will top your slider buns with that, and then they will go in the oven covered at 350 degrees for about 20 minutes. We ended up doing a little bar. Joe wanted to try to make old fashions for the first time because he is getting into his old fashioned drinks. So we got a kit off of Amazon for that has different wood, a torch, and ice mold and cups. And then I made a cranberry mojito, which was absolutely delicious. guys, that is going to be it for today's video. We had such a fun day. It was so nice to have friends and family over and just a house full of love, and it was amazing. You guys are going to have to let us know what gingerbread house you liked in the comments below. I would love to know, but it was so much fun. I think everybody had such a good time, but I am tired. I am ready for bed. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're notified when I post a new Vlogmas video. And we will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.